There we go.
Trick or treat, smell my college football podcast. Jake, what are you wearing today?
Khakis.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to week 10. It's the Halloween special of the Curran and Jake college football podcast. Let's get these graphics up real quick. So, Jake, I'm Steph Curry's #1 fan for Halloween. What are you?
I am Jake from State Farm, here to present you with some car insurance, baby.
Woohoo! We love car insurance here, don't we? Just love it, Jake. All right,
yeah.
Our topics today, we have Week 9 recap, fraud alert, A&M not #1. You're in the camera, my guy. You're in the camera, my guy. What?
Like,
We all good?
well, hey, either way, I think we should start this off with recapping our Week 9, and let's start off with Memphis beating UCF.
Woohoo! Memphis back in the top 25. I think they're number 25 now. They were 18, lost to UAB.
Yeah.
Good win for UAB.
Yeah.
That was a really good win.
They need it where they can.
Especially after y'all saw at the intro, Trent Dilfer got fired, and then they won, and then they beat a ranked team. So they know what they're doing up there now.
Exactly. But it does raise the question: should this Memphis team really be ranked after losing to UAB that quickly?
I think UAB is their only loss, though. So
yeah, but I mean,
and USF was ranked going into this game.
That is fair. It also, like we've constantly stated on this show, the AP polls have honestly probably been insanely interesting this whole entire year.
Exactly. Like, I don't know, bro. Especially the top 3, bro. I think the top 3 should be changed at this point. It's been the same for too long. So much stuff has happened that it needs to be changed. But we're going to talk about that in a moment. Let's get on to the next game. Virginia and UNC. UNC has not... I don't think they've won an ACC game all season. They got this close. They lost by 1 yard in overtime.
Exactly.
And Virginia went up. They went up in the rankings after this.
Yeah, and this honestly is not a good look for this Virginia team, if I'm being completely honest. Like, yeah, people have been trying to hype up Virginia since that Florida State win, and we've kind of shown that loss made Florida State look real bad. And now, almost losing to UNC? Virginia, what happened?
The 1 yard in overtime. Bill Belichick just, he can't do it.
He, honestly, it's... UNC wasted the money on him, if you ask me.
Well, okay, at this point, I don't think he's going to get fired. If they spent all that money, they're going to at least keep him for a second season.
Honestly. But it's honestly just so... This man could have ended his legacy, being the coach that coached Tom Brady. Debatably the best quarterback ever.
Got Mac Jones to a Pro Bowl his rookie season.
Exactly. And now this is how you're basically leaving. Let's be real here. After UNC... I don't think he's going to go back to coaching when he inevitably gets fired.
Definitely not.
So this is the legacy he's leaving, and it's just such a sad one to see.
Yeah.
And also just, as this running joke, why do you have your girlfriend on the field? Get her off. It's just so funny. It's it's the only reason I watch the UNC play anymore, just to see how many times because you'll find her there, trust me.
Yeah. All right, next game. You know what? Ole Miss beating Oklahoma 34-26. I think I called Ole Miss on this one.
Yeah, we both did.
I watched a little bit of this game while I was at work, and I did not see anything impressive from Oklahoma at all when I was watching it.
Hmm.
Ole Miss's offense looked good in this game from what I saw.
And their defense looked real. And this Oklahoma's offense, yes, John Mateer is still this. You can definitely tell his hand is still kind of holding him back a little.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ole Miss's defense, credit where credit is due. They played a great sound defense. Were able to. I noticed Oklahoma wasn't really able to run the ball as efficiently as they have.
Yeah, that Ole Miss defense has been really good at stopping the run, except for against Georgia.
Yeah.
But, that's Georgia. That's going to be hard to stop anyways from any team. But the real question is Lane Kiffin going to leave Ole Miss at the end of the season for Florida or LSU?
Yeah, and it's honestly been interesting with as you saw in the intro, we've had a lot of back-to-back coaches being, fired.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, there's so much speculation nowadays that any coach honestly could go anywhere. And it's made it fun to predict, honestly, of which coach is going to go where.
Yeah, I've heard the Tulane coach would be a good fit for LSU right now.
Oh yeah.
Who was it? Some other SEC coach was looking good at LSU or something, but I don't know. I think right now Ole Miss is the best place for Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Just like Nick Saban said, he's got everything he wants down in Ole Miss, and if he goes to LSU or Florida, it's gonna have to change everything at those places.
And I want to just mention, and you've probably seen this on social media, Oklahoma was doing the Gators, did the chomp.
Yeah.
But the way Lane Kiffin responded to that by sticking with his team, not, getting mad at the student, I think that goes to show he's an incredible coach and incredible morale.
Yeah. And then our next game,
oh,
man, we said the upset could happen,
but we knew it wasn't. We pondered the idea, but we knew this game was going to be a blowout.
And this is what I'm talking about for the top three. You're looking at Indiana beating UCLA by 50, bro. Indiana does not play anybody all season except for Oregon and Ohio State.
Yeah.
And they haven't played yet, so we'll see about that. But Indiana has pretty much had a free season up until their Ohio State game.
It's made Fernando Mendoza real. And honestly, don't get me wrong. I think he is a terrific quarterback. But the teams he is playing are making him a lot. Now, I think if he still was playing hard teams, he would still be a Heisman contender.
See, that's why, the Big Ten, everybody says the Big Ten is all great and stuff.
Oh, you sent me something.
They have 3, maybe 4 good teams, and they don't play each other.
Exactly.
They all don't play each other. That's why they're good. They have good records because they played the bottom of the Big Ten, which we all know the bottom of the Big Ten is pretty much just a group of 5.
I'm going to say this. I think our bottom, Kentucky could demolish their bottom Big Ten.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is why it's so, and of course, we're from the South. We're going to be biased. But the SEC is honestly just unrivaled, and it will never be rivaled.
That's why all these SEC teams have 1 or 2 losses at the end of the season, because they just beat each other up all season.
Exactly.
So you're going to take a couple losses here, but you're also going to get a lot of wins because you're an SEC school. That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
But going on to the next game, Georgia Tech beating Syracuse 41-16. I was watching this game. And, Syracuse was not starting off very good, but they got a touchdown. I think it was 14-7. Georgia Tech was up.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this could be a really good game. And I just kept watching. Georgia Tech looks like a phenomenal team, especially after this game.
And honestly, the thing about this Georgia Tech team is they are consistent. You can
very
tell.
Consistent.
The way they play, the way they throw the ball is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And it honestly goes to show, you're still undefeated. Compared to Georgia Tech was pretty decent last year, I feel like.
Oh yeah, they were, especially after that big Florida State win, week 0.
Exactly.
That gave them a lot of boost.
And honestly, it's got me wondering and a little hopeful that they can beat Georgia at the end of the season. But we'll get to that when that game comes.
That game is gonna be that might be the best game rivalry weekend. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know because Iron Bowl is at Jordan-Hare. Everything happens at Jordan-Hare.
And let's be real here. Name a more iconic rivalry in Alabama. You can't.
Alabama A&M and Alabama State.
Really having to Really having to search for that one, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have Alabama being South Carolina, 29-22.
Whoo, this game, bro.
Now,
Yeah.
I know there's probably a lot of words, but I just want to. Alabama had a very good first half, and I'm an Auburn fan, so I'm going to admit that they had a great first half. But
Yeah.
y'all
That
took
third
off the
quarter,
break.
That
Y'all,
third quarter, bro.
Yeah, y'all.
Not good at all.
And it goes to show y'all are still a great team. I'm gonna admit that y'all are a good team, but it does show there are cracks.
There are cracks. It's South Carolina homecoming. We all knew Lenore Sellers and the boys were gonna turn up.
Exactly.
Lenore Sellers was cooking until the final minute of the game where he did fumble the ball and losing the game. But I will say everybody was hyping up Lenore Sellers and Nick Harbor, and I will.
You were.
I was. I definitely was. I thought they were gonna play good this game, and I don't really know all the South Carolina receivers, so I thought Nick Harbor was playing good and whatnot. But no, kick returning. He muffed the kick return at the end of the game. That also cost them. But he had one catch all game, and it was that 45-yard touchdown he had. That was a good touchdown for him. But only one catch, and you're their best receiver.
Yeah,
that's kind of disappointing. But the best receiver in college football, in my opinion, Jeremy Bernard, steals the game off. I don't know what that South Carolina defender was doing, just going like this and not pushing him out of bounds.
Well, no, that was so that way I think he would have a little bit more time, because that way to not stop the clock.
Yeah. But I mean, come on, you just let them win the game. Jeremy Bernard was on fire.
Yeah, and you got to admit, and I know you're a big South Carolina fan, and I know you were obviously going to cheer for Bama at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I know for you, this was probably a game where you were like, you did kind of want South Carolina to do decent and make it.
I wanted Lenore Sellers to do decent, and that fumble at the end of the game, I was like, it was bittersweet to me because Bama got the win off of it, but made Lenore Sellers look bad. So
yeah, and like I've seen people obviously go, oh, if he didn't fumble, would South Carolina have won the game? And honestly, I don't think that's fair.
I don't think they would have won the game either way.
As coach, shout out to Coach Newton. As Coach Newton says, one play doesn't determine a game. Around usually 8 or so, and unfortunately, that was probably one of the 8. But I think.
I think if they don't get the fumble, they go into overtime.
Yes, I do believe that
because it was still tied up with like a minute and a half left, and I think Bama could have held them for a minute and a half.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have our favorite Mormon school, BYU, beating Iowa State 41-27, and oh my gosh, that is
BYU is on something this year.
We were not expecting a lot of BYU, if I'm being honest.
Last year we were. This year, not as much.
Yeah, we honestly just glazed over them, and we're like,
well, because they're also in the Big 12.
And that's not really a conference you talk a lot.
If we talk about SEC cannibalism, the Big 12 has the ultimate problem with cannibalism.
Exactly.
Their bad teams are beating their best teams every week, and so it's like they're ending up 5-6 in conference play every year, bro.
Yeah,
it's not good for the Big 12 teams. But BYU with that freshman quarterback, they're making it out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it.
And I know they shot up the ranking to number 11. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, because they're still behind Miami.
Yeah. Which, I mean, do you think this BYU could be a potential playoff team? What do you think?
I've had a lot of people put them in the playoffs so far. I think they can go out and win the Big 12 and make the playoffs.
All right. Now, to probably my game of the week, and a game me and him actually kind of went a little head. He chose Missouri. I chose Vandy. We have Vandy beating Missouri 17-10, and I was watching this game. A lot of people tried to say, Missouri did catch the ball with his legs, that Missouri player.
He did catch it.
But he was.
There was that one angle, I think it was a pylon cam. He caught it.
But he was
down at the 1 yard line. I feel so bad for him because it looked like a touchdown from pylon looked like a drop, a touchdown, but you get to the pylon cam
and it showed.
Caught at the 1 yard line.
And you got to feel bad because Missouri's quarterback, got injured.
Yeah.
And honestly, this game was a good game, even though it really came down to defense. It was a good defense.
Yeah, Pavia didn't look too good in this game, but he got it done. He got it done, and it honestly goes to show this Vandy team is a team. They are no longer the underdog of the SEC. This team is that has gone to another team we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Vandy this momentum is just going to keep going, and I have a lot of faith in them. Next, we got Texas beating Mississippi State. Now, I texted Curran at the end of this game. I was running out to go get Chubb Fathers. Hey, Chubb Fathers, if you ever want to sponsor us, go for it.
Shout out Chubb Fathers tater tots, bro.
Oh
Those
my
things are
gosh,
so
yes,
good.
they are. But when I left, Mississippi State was up by like what 14, 24?
14 in like the start of the fourth.
Yeah. I listened to it in my truck. I tune off of it thinking, oh, Mississippi State's gonna win this. Me and Curran were right.
Yeah.
I listened to a few songs. I get to the Chubb Fathers. I see Texas has came back, and I kid you not, I was so mad. I almost wanted to walk out and just go scream outside, "Why Mississippi State?" And y'all fumbled the bag. Y'all lost to a mid-Texas team. I was livid at the end of this game.
It was the start of the fourth quarter. Mississippi State was up 14. I walk away for 5 minutes. You don't know how many total points were scored in that 5 minutes I was gone?
Here, tell me.
I want to say, what was it? I'm forgetting my math. 28 points were scored in that 5 minutes. Mississippi State had an extra touchdown. Texas had 3.
And this game did ultimately come down to overtime, and this is heartbreaking because we have had so much faith. We have given Mississippi State the benefit of the doubt over and over and over and over, and they continue to disappoint us.
I got no words for this team anymore. I mean,
I
thought Blake Shapen was gonna be that guy this year. Well, it's not really even his fault. It's that defense's fault. They're still not that good.
I know.
They got that one lucky win at the start of the year against Arizona State, and that's all it's been.
Speaking of defenses, though, let's go to arguably the best defensive team in the SEC, Texas A&M beating LSU 49-25. Good night. It's bad when your own fans are saying, "Fire Kelly, fire Kelly."
Yeah.
And let's be real here. We knew they were going to win going into this game. LSU did not look good on offense or defense. Even though they scored 25, they just did not look good at all.
Yeah. I got on here A&M not number one ? Because you made a ranked team lose by, what was it, 20 points they lost by, something like that?
Something like that.
And they fired their coach. They were a ranked team, and they fired their coach.
Exactly.
That is impressive stuff from A&M. I think they should be number one, especially Ohio State had a bye week, so I don't know if you can really move them up or down. And Indiana had a walk in the park with UCLA.
Exactly.
So A&M is my number one team right now in the nation.
I'm surprised. That's coming a lot from an Alabama fan, one who I know. I've known you for years.
Well, okay, I had Alabama at 1 last week, and they almost sold to an unranked South Carolina. So, and A&M beating a ranked team by 20 and making their coach fired. That's the number one team in the nation for y'all.
Yeah, and it also goes to show their defense, best defense in the SEC. Probably best defense, honestly, in the nation. I would go that far.
Yeah, either that or Ohio State.
But what I've loved about this Texas A&M team, like I said, at the start, they were a little inconsistent with their offense.
Yeah.
But as they've gotten on,
Marcel Reed
is
just
cooking,
getting better and better every week.
And this goes to show that consistency plays a big part in football. And the consistency that Texas A&M is showing, honestly, I have them going far in the playoffs.
I was just gifted some Smarties by my producer over here, Josh.
All right, then we have...
I'm going to eat them up.
Then we have Tennessee beating Kentucky 56-34. Now, Tennessee's offense looked good. Like, after coming off a loss from Bama, they probably responded in the best way they could. Yeah. Now, their defense, I've told you since that Mississippi State game, they have cracks, and they are easily exploited. And Kentucky somehow was able to do that. And that does have me concerned for this Tennessee team.
Well, this Tennessee defense was really good at the start of the game.
Exactly.
I think they had a fumble, a really good fumble, by the way. But yeah, Kentucky's offense was just hitting some weird plays and scoring off. Like Kendrick Law of the Bama transfer, he was lighting that Tennessee defense up. I'm not gonna lie.
He was. All right, then we got Houston being Arizona State 24-16. I personally didn't watch this game. Too many other really good games going on.
Yeah, I did not watch this game, but good win for Houston. Arizona State has been a solid team this season.
Exactly.
And Houston's ranked now.
Yeah. Then we have Utah beating Colorado 53-7.
Woo, Coach Prime, hang it up, Coach Prime. You're done.
Yeah, sorry.
You're done.
Travis Hunter's gone.
You're done.
Go bye-bye.
You're done.
Just leave. Leave while you still can. Have some dignity with it. There's not honestly much to say. Colorado has not really been good this season. Their offense hasn't been playing well. Their defense is easily getting blown out. It's a fall off from last year.
Definitely.
All right, now we have let's.
We didn't talk about one game. We did not talk. We were missing a game.
Oh, Auburn and Arkansas finally getting our first SEC win. I'm so happy. I watched this game with my dad on the back porch. Our defense turned up in that fourth quarter. 4 interceptions.
Y'all's defense did not turn up, bro. You know what happened? Taylor Green turned down, throwing pick after pick after pick. And these weren't like impressive picks from Auburn. These were, I'm overthrowing my receiver by 30 yards and you're just getting a free pick. That's what it was. Taylor Green and Arkansas, go to like the Big 12 or something. The SEC is not fit for you anymore.
But I will say, credit where credit is due. Ashton Daniels for not being a starter and having to go in. He did not play horrible.
Hey, anything's better than Jackson Arnold, bro.
Ain't that the truth?
At this point, bro. He might be worse than Peyton Thorne.
Oh, there's the debate.
Well, okay, he doesn't have the picks like Peyton Thorne.
Yeah.
But he's still pretty bad.
Now, I don't know if you've seen this, but I want to just talk about this because this show inspires us. College Game Day is going to have their first game day at D2 schools.
Oh, yeah, there was it's like this big D2 rivalry. I forgot the teams already, but
they're 6 minutes away. Like, their stadiums are 6 minutes away.
Yeah, this is a big D2 rivalry.
And I just think that's awesome because, that show inspires kind of our show,
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And I just think that's a fun story. And another also fun story, Arch Manning was pulled over this Tuesday.
Oh my goodness!
Now I want to
get him over to Georgia, bro. Kirby Smart was on the phone while he was talking to the officer. That's Kirby Smart's about to get that guy locked up.
So far, no details have been released about it, sadly, and it probably means nothing.
It's probably just like speeding or
something like that. But honestly, leave what you guys think he was pulled over for.
Yeah, Kirby Smart on the phone trying to get him over to Georgia as quick as possible, bro.
All right, now let's go to our Week 10 games. And this ain't a bad Week 10.
That's pretty solid.
Tonight we have a 25 Memphis at Rice at 6 o'clock. Honestly, I think Memphis is going to come out hot, but I think they play inconsistent sometimes.
That's true.
So honestly, I'm going to give it to Memphis, but Rice could make this a close game.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Memphis here. I've not seen anything from Rice this year. I don't think anybody has, LSU or Rice fan. And if you're a Rice fan, what are you doing? Just go for Texas or A&M or something like that.
Yeah.
But our first Saturday game. Saturday starting off with a bang at 11 o'clock in the morning. Number 9 Vandy at number 20 Texas.
And I honestly think, knowing Diego Pavia's mindset after watching the SEC documentary on Netflix, go check that out. Really good documentary. Diego Pavia is the person who will wake up earlier than anyone, work harder than anyone, and is a underdog and is scrappy. But right now, he ain't that underdog no more. But he is still working hard, and I think this is where Texas gets blown. Shown that they do not deserve to be in the top 25, and Vandy deserves to be that dog. So give me Vandy.
I want Texas to win this game. I'm not a big fan of Vandy. They did Alabama dirty last year. We got a revenge. But I'm still not a fan of them. I don't like how Diego Pavia went to the courts and got his sixth, seventh year.
Sixth.
Had
to throw a little reference in.
Yeah, I don't like how we did that because at this point, dude, you're washed. You're not going to the league. You're not getting paid. You're done after the season. You should have just already secured a retail job or something, bro, because you are not going to be able to play football after this year for anybody.
All right, so you got Texas.
No, I probably do have Vandy. Vandy's probably going to win, but I want Texas to win because I do not believe in this Vandy game, bro.
All right. Next, we got West Virginia at a number 22 Houston at 11 a.m. West Virginia, I've seen a few of their games and a few of their highlights. They just don't look so sound on defense. And I think Houston, that's another team I haven't really watched a lot of. But from what I've seen, their offense isn't too horrible. So I'm going to go with Houston.
I'm going to give it to Houston here, especially after a big win against a ranked Arizona State, getting them to the 22 spot. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to them.
All right, next we got Penn State at Ohio State. Now, if you would have asked me before, I would have thought like in the preseason this game was going to be epic.
This should have been game of the year.
Exactly.
This should have been. This should have just been a preview to the Big Ten championship. That's what this game should have been.
But that's not how it ended up.
Whoo, Penn State.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. And honestly, Ohio State honestly has been just ranked number. They have honestly been the most not because they've lost.
They've just been boring.
They have been bored. They are not like last year where
they
were
are not
electric.
a number one team.
They are not as electric as last year.
Let me tell you, they are not a number one team.
Honestly, but still, give me Ohio State. That's gonna be.
I got Ohio State. Let's see how many fingers I can hold up for how many points.
Yeah, not enough.
We ain't even get. There we go. I don't know if it's that way or if it's that way. Ohio State's winning this game by 40, though.
All right, now we got a 10 Miami at SMU. Now Miami has been struggling a little bit. They, like, even when they've won, they've kind of struggled, and it has me a little concerned.
Hey, I'll give it to Miami. They had a tough out of conference schedule.
That is
which
fair.
is good as an ACC school because you don't play anybody in the ACC. Let's be honest.
Other than Georgia Tech, yeah.
And I don't think they play Georgia Tech this season.
Nope, they don't.
They don't. So they got a free path to the ACC championship. They got lucky. They beat Notre Dame. Who they play? Florida, I think. Or no, yeah, they beat Florida.
Yeah.
Beat South Florida. They were both ranked at that time too.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't think Florida was, but USF was ranked.
But Florida did make Miami struggle a little bit.
A little bit. But Miami's back on track. They got their one loss. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Next we got 5 Georgia at Florida, and honestly, Florida is struggling, and it's sad to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I think Kirby Smart has a game plan. The dogs are hungry. Give me Georgia.
Yeah, I got Georgia too. I don't see any way this Florida team wins unless of
miracles.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Auburn versus Kentucky. I think Auburn is going to come out hot after this win. I think that will hopefully give us some momentum. Kentucky has just struggled to even, win.
I said Arkansas and Kentucky was battle for the worst SEC team. If this was Arkansas and Kentucky, that would be true. But it's Auburn, Kentucky. You're not going to get much worse than that.
No, Arkansas and Kentucky would be much worse.
Yeah, I don't think they play though this season.
No.
So.
But give me Auburn.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. This could go either way for me because they were both electric last week.
Fair enough. All right. Next we have a number 2 Indiana at Maryland, and Maryland really. Fernando Mendoza is going to just continue to pop off. It's easy.
Yeah, I got Indiana on this one.
Next we got South Carolina at number 7 Ole Miss. Ole
Miss better watch out, bro.
Yes, because we did see that Lenore Sellers can really gather his offense and make a change.
Yeah.
But what scares me is how inconsistent that is. So I think Ole Miss will get the dub, but if their defense is not ready, it's not going to be a cakewalk for them.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to give it Ole Miss, but if Nick Harbor can get active in this game and get more than one catch, it's going to be a struggle for Ole Miss, definitely.
All right, next we got number 23 USC at Nebraska. USC has a really good defense, I feel like. They're definitely one of the more underrated defenses in the top 25. And I think that will hold Nebraska, and I honestly think that will help USC's offense play a little bit more kind of calm.
Yeah.
So give me USC.
And for our final game this week.
Game of the week.
Number 18, Oklahoma at number 4, Tennessee. I got Oklahoma winning this.
Okay.
I've seen too many cracks in Tennessee's offense and defense. So if John Mateer can just get his hand right for one game, Oklahoma's got this game, in my opinion.
Here's my opinion. These teams both have cracks. Right now, Oklahoma has a bunch of cracks in the defense right now.
Yeah.
And John Mateer is a crack alone, let alone for his hand. But now Tennessee, I don't know. I do see where some cracks go for their offense, but it's majorly their defense that scares. Mm-hmm. And Oklahoma has been shown to thrive off those. And while this game will be close, I ultimately have to give it to Oklahoma. Okay. I think that they take advantage of cracks in offense and defense a little bit better. But if John Mateer doesn't play good, they will lose. But I think he will do okay, so give me Oklahoma.
All right, that's it. I just threw up my fraud alert on the list. We don't have any much time to go over it. So that's it for week 10. I'm number one Curry fan, Curran Bradley. That's Jake Bush. He's Jake from State Farm. And we'll see y'all next week for week 11.
Have a happy Halloween.
Peace out.